We're live.
We're live.
Yes.
Yes.
Come on, man. Let me hear some enthusiasm in your voice.
Hi, everyone.
Not enthusiasm.
Hi, everyone.
Come on, man. You could do better than that.
Hi, everyone.
Wow. It's the most enthusiasm I've got from you all week.
Yes.
How's everyone doing? We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 21. 21. How excited are you to be here today? All right, evidently not that excited.
Oh, was that a question to me?
Yeah, it was. I mean, there's no one else here. I mean, you know, other than the listeners. I can't be having a conversation with the listeners, can I? Because the listeners are in the future. You're here in the present, in the now.
True.
So obviously, the questions are always going to be directed to you, my friend.
Okay.
What day is it?
Monday.
And when do we usually do our podcasts?
Saturday.
So that means we are 2 days late. Yes, we're 2 days late. And obviously that's very, very bad because punctuality is key. Let me try and explain myself. Why are we 2 days late? You might be asking. Well, why are we 2 days late?
I have no idea.
We're 2 days late because a lot of shit has been happening in the last 2 days, 3 days. It's just been busy. What did we do on Saturday? Did I see you on Saturday?
Yeah.
Saturday was a busy day.
We were eating on Saturday.
Yes. No, that was a Friday. Are you
No.
sure? It was a Friday. Yeah, because I ate out on a Saturday afterwards.
Okay.
So a lot of work has
Yeah,
been...
we did.
Huh?
Alright.
What are you saying?
Nothing.
No, repeat it again.
No, nothing.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Because I feel like I heard you talking over me and I just wanted to know what's so important that you had to talk over me.
It's more like you were talking over me.
Right, okay.
Alright, so get back to yourself.
All right, cool.
Bitch,
Is it like that now, yeah? We're gonna start 2019 off like that, yeah?
Yeah.
By the way, we didn't wish each other happy. Actually, we did. Did we wish each other happy New Year?
Well, us two.
Yeah. I don't care, to be honest. Personally, I think wishing people happy New Year is so cringe and it's so forced. It's like the same shit happens every year.
Yes.
You always wish each other happy New Year. Then you make some dumb New Year's resolutions like we did. And then a few days later, you're just back to normal again.
Yeah.
It's the 7th of Jan. I feel like January is moving swifter than last year. I don't know if you remember last year, but last year, January dragged. I felt January was like 2 months long. And I was working back then. And like, bro, the struggle was so real in January. I was begging for payday to come to me as soon as possible. But same year, different scenario. I am still broke and I'm still waiting for payday, but no one's paying me. So, yeah, that's a bit mad. Start. Happy New Year, everyone listening to this on the 8th of Jan or afterwards, because we're very late. I know it's almost the middle of January and we're here talking about New Year's. How'd you feel like your New Year's been so far, bro? Wow, that sums up your whole life.
Yes.
Literally. Do you feel optimistic about the upcoming year?
Oh, yeah. A lot.
All right.
I can't wait for it.
Go on.
Bring on 2019.
Yeah, man. Everyone says that. Bring it on. New year, new me.
Yeah.
Gonna fuck shit up this year. And then December comes, you're like, I can't wait for 2020. We're gonna hear the same shit over and over again. And I've had enough of it.
Yeah, those girls on Instagram.
Oh, God.
New year, new me. Gym
Bullshit,
life.
man.
Yeah.
This year's been good. Next year's gonna be amazing.
I don't know about next year, but the year after that's gonna be my year. That some people even say that.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you think so?
I don't know.
That's the first time I've heard from you. 2021.
20.
20.
Yeah.
Was it 19 now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 2020 is going to be your year. Why?
I'm not saying that.
Okay, other people have said that. Why have they said that?
Well, apparently they've got big dreams, innit?
For you?
No.
Oh, for them?
Yes.
Come on, bro. I'm sick and tired of hearing that shit. But anyway, New Year, I didn't watch the fireworks. I always have the ritual of watching it for a minute and then turning off. I didn't watch a single second of it.
You did? Stop lying. We were together.
No, but we didn't even watch it.
Yeah.
So we were in Primrose Hill, like 2 hours before the fireworks, and we literally just went there for bants and then went home. So pretty pointless, but the vibes were quite nice. And I'm sick and tired of watching firework displays, and I don't know why people pay money to go and watch it in central London. It's the same shit every single year. You just see a bunch of different lights in the sky for about 10 minutes. And, fam, are you alright?
Yeah.
And if you're epileptic, that's crazy. That's stress. Don't do it to yourself. Just stay home, go to sleep, wake up, and continue, basically. This week has been hella weird. It's been the last week that I was on holiday. As of today, I'm back at work. And can I just say, I am finding it very, very difficult to get back into the swing of things. It's like the 6 weeks holidays that you take off school. And then when you go back to school, it's a whole new year. And you're just like, wow, I'm not used to this shit. Did you ever get that when you were in secondary school? After your 6 weeks holiday, you come back and you're in a different year. And although it's been 6 weeks, it feels like a year.
Yeah, it does.
And so much has changed. And you see people's faces and they're like, rah, you look so different.
Yeah, but they don't.
No, but they do. Like, people come back with new haircuts, new uniform.
I never was different.
Really?
Was I ever different to you at secondary?
I know any time that I tried to come back, I always made sure that I was somehow a little bit different. You know,
you know what I just remembered?
Go on.
Everyone, in fact, spoke about this at Highgate Woods.
Yeah.
Everyone spoke about it.
Right.
Even the boys from Ashmont, from primary.
Yeah.
They even spoke about it. Like, I was fat.
Okay.
And you must remember how fat
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I was very fat.
Mm.
I don't know what happened. And when I came back from my summer holidays in 2009, was that year 8 or year 9?
2000, year 9.
Yeah, so we came back for 2009.
Yeah.
I mean, for year 9.
Yeah.
I lost so much weight.
I feel like the turning point in everyone's life is year 9.
Yeah.
Because year 9 is, 13, 14.
Yeah.
So you've hit puberty. Your voice has changed. You're looking a bit thinner.
I don't think my voice.
My voice? I don't know, actually. Can you remember the moment where your voice started changing? I can remember the moment where I started, like, growing hair.
Wow.
No. Come on. Not there. What I mean is, like, body hair, like arms and legs and shit like that. And I do remember looking at myself thinking, wow, I'm turning into a man. But I was only, like, 13.
I never ever looked in the mirror and said, wow, I'm turning into a man.
I still think when I look into the mirror that I'm turning into a man. I still say that to myself. Every year. Wow, you're turning into a man.
What, by looking at yourself?
Yeah, it's like noticing little differences. So that my facial hair is an indication that I'm turning into a man, but I'm yet to have much facial hair. Before it was
you
like...
just call that facial hair?
Before, that's what I'm saying. So before it was like my moustache was like an indication that I was turning into a man. The year before that was like, I don't know, sideburns. The year before that was like hair on my legs.
I don't think we should get to that part. I mean.
Every year it's different, man. And I feel like by the time I get to 30, I'm still going to be like, okay, this is the year you're going to turn into a man. Do you ever get that when you're like, when you look forward to a certain milestone in your life? So for example, when I was 10, I was like, oh, can't wait till I turn into a teenager. That's when shit's really going to change. I'm really going to grow up then. And then you look forward to 16, and then you look forward to 18, and then 20, 21. Bro, at the age of 22, I still think I'm hella young. I still feel like I'm 18.
I always had this thing when I was like 14 years old.
Yeah.
I always thought to myself, I wonder what I would look like when I'm like 18.
Yeah.
Like physically, what would I look like? 18, 19, 20.
Exactly the same.
But when I hit 20,
yeah,
and it stopped.
That's it.
Yeah,
No more differences.
No. I mean, obviously there was differences.
Subtle.
No, actually, quite a lot.
Oh, okay.
Quite a lot.
Whoa. I don't want to get into the details.
I can show you the photo.
You know, there's a podcast, and this is a bit of a side note, but there's a podcast out there called Just the Tip, and it's basically a very sexualized podcast where they talk about everything and anything. And I was quite curious to listen to it and just see what it's about, like how explicit they go. And the first 5 seconds was talking about eating ass. And then after that, I switched it off. The guy was like, how many times are you going to eat ass this year? It's a boy and a girl as well. It's like, bruv, there's literally a podcast for everything. I heard it and I was like, nah.
What's it called again?
Just the Tip. So you can imagine, like,
Yeah, they're gonna be giving tips.
No, just the tip. Just the tip.
Oh, just the tip.
Oh my God, come on,
I
bro.
think it's just a tip.
No, just the tip.
All right, cool. Now I get it.
You get it, yeah? So, yeah, talking about growing up and getting hairs in, oh my God, certain places and all that. Yeah, hella crazy. But I totally forgot what I was going to say, but it was related to growing up. And, yeah, actually, I just remembered. Did you ever think about, did you ever have thoughts about, nice. Did you ever have thoughts about,
it's on the stories.
huh?
It's on the story.
Good.
I don't remember doing that.
Well, it's on there.
Out on all these platforms.
Stop going off topic.
Sorry.
Did you ever think about what your wife would be doing at this very minute?
Alright, I don't want to be thinking about that, man. Come on.
No, but I'm just saying, because when I was younger, yeah, I always used to have these thoughts like, I wonder what my wife is doing right now, in this very second.
Yeah, you can talk about that, but
Well, I can't, because obviously I don't know
you
what
can
my
talk
wife
about
is
that.
doing right now, innit?
No, I mean you have the right to talk. I don't.
Okay. Well, I guess it's difficult, innit? You can't really tell the future.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright, I don't want to make this into a counselling session because might be here like a while, and yeah, I want to make this nice, short and sweet. But ladies and gentlemen,
if it's gonna be short and sweet, then I'm up.
Yeah.
I'm up for that. Like short.
short.
Yeah,
Huh?
short, like an hour perhaps.
As in,
maximum.
I thought you were making it into like a metaphor or something. Yeah, don't worry, man. We've been holding back a little bit. This week has been crazy, and I just feel so annoyed at myself, man. Because New Year, I should be kicking it off with like, do you know what I mean? Momentum, try and do this thing right. But obviously, me being me, dumb me, I flopped instantly. So it's a Monday. This is the first time I've recorded a podcast on a Monday. It feels really weird. Last few days I've caught something. I don't know what it is, but I'm under the weather if you can't tell. And I'm trying my hardest to try and make this as engaging as possible. YGM. So, first podcast of 2019. First of many. We've got a jam-packed year. And I promise you one thing, we will make this a memorable one for everyone who will join us on this journey. Now, let's kick into the news, right? So, a couple things that have happened during the last week. Some of it will be old news, some of it will be relatively new, but I still want to talk about it. So, talking about New Year's and New Year's resolution, arguably one of the most popular couples, the most famous powerful couples in the world, Jay-Z and Beyonce, they've started off their New Year's resolution by promoting veganism. Wow. What do you think of veganism? Do you think you ever try it?
Never.
Why not?
Bro, I'm Turkish.
Yeah, so
Come on.
it's supposed to be a good lifestyle change.
No, obviously.
It's supposed to transform your life. It's supposed to make you into a new person.
I'm not gonna say anything. I mean, look, basically, veganism is it's good.
Man, vague. Yeah, it's good.
Keep it up, guys.
Like I'll be vocal in it because I know you're the shy type, so I'm gonna be vocal and say it. Yeah. Stop ramming this shit down our throats. Okay, I get it. You want to make this world a better place. You want to try and influence people into making better lifestyle decisions and ultimately save people's lives. I get it. But stop ramming it down my throat, fam. I don't want to be a vegan. I don't ever see myself becoming a vegan. Let me enjoy my meat in peace. And to see Jay-Z and Beyonce promoting this is just like raw.
Are they vegans themselves?
Well,
I doubt it.
It's funny you should say that. So Beyonce announced her new vegan lifestyle in 2018 March. Jay-Z wrote about becoming a vegan in 2013. So they're both active in that sort of field. But it's surprising to see them jumping on this bandwagon. I feel like veganism has become a trend in 2018.
Rather than actually being a lifestyle.
Yeah, I feel like people are only doing it because it's like, it's the thing to do, you know. You want to fit in society. You want to be edgy. You want to be cool. Become a vegan.
Yeah, just like Rico.
Fam. I mean, hats off to Rico, and Rico's been doing it for a while. He's not even vegan. He's vegetarian or he's pescatarian. So shout out to even Rico, you know. Even Rico, I think he forces it a little bit.
Of course he forces it
I
a little
remember
bit.
man used to order himself a nice chicken fillet burger, chips, get me Zams, sixth form times. That was a spot. Zams in sixth form was the spot.
Yeah. I wouldn't know because I wasn't there.
Well, you missed out because their burgers were wham.
Well, it wasn't better than Supreme.
Where's Supreme?
King's Cross.
Just the fact that it's in King's Cross, I know it's dead.
Come on, man.
Just the fact that it's in King's Cross, I can tell you it's dead.
It's not like exactly King's Cross. It's like Grayson Road.
That's in King's Cross.
It's King's Cross. No, it's not. It's down. It's
Allow it, man. Anywhere near Central London, a burger spot in Central London is going to be dead.
These guys were cool because where they were,
Yeah.
they're at, they're not like there's so much houses around because they're local in it to the houses, and so they're making good food. It's not like someone like for tourists or anything.
Nah, man, I'm a
They've
bit
got their own
skeptical.
customers.
I'm a bit skeptical when it's in like zone 3. No, sorry, zone 1. Yeah, anywhere in zone 1 or on the edge of zone 1 is a no for me. Zone 2, calm, I'll take it. The best chicken spots are the spots where it's in the corners of the city, far out. I'm talking about places like, I can't even say like Hackney, because that's seen as central nowadays. I'm talking about Wood Green. I'm talking about places like Hornsey, maybe Islington, you know, quote unquote deprived. Haringey's not really deprived, but yeah, you get my drift. Anyway, back to veganism. I'm hating this new trend because everyone's jumping on the bandwagon and it's annoying me. Jay-Z and Beyonce are worth 900 mil, and I was going to say maybe they're doing it for the money, but how much would you need to pay them in order for them to promote veganism? And it seems like they're very passionate about this whole new trend. Nevertheless, it's a trend. I don't care how passionate you are about veganism. 9 times out of 10, you're jumping on it because everyone else is doing it. Otherwise, it wouldn't be across all your timelines. You wouldn't be promoting it as a lifestyle unless everyone else was doing it, because nowadays everyone's a fucking sheep. Now, did you know in January there's something called V-January? It's basically an annual challenge, an annual veganism challenge that sees people trying to become vegan in January.
I can never do that.
Why
I'll
not?
lose.
Well, you still got another like 22 days.
No. I'll lose.
No, 23 days. You should try it, man.
No way.
Well, a recent survey conducted by comparethemarket.com discovered more than 3.5 million Brits now identify themselves as vegan,
Right,
which is a trend going up.
We're not saying it's something bad. Keep it up, lads, but not me.
What do you think are the pros? Some of the pros of becoming vegan. What do you think is good about? Like, if someone, I mean, what do you see the benefits of being vegan? That silence says a lot. What do you know about veganism? Let me ask you.
So imagine being a vegetarian,
Yeah.
but you just can't eat anything that comes from an animal.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't have milk, or you can't have eggs.
Yeah.
Or cheese.
I think it's a little bit. I don't know. I feel like when you're under the bracket of veganism as well as your diet, it's so much to do with being eco-friendly as well. So, for example, you can't be a vegan and drive. Well, you can, but it's like semi unheard of because your morals are so different to everyone else's. You're going to be that guy who rides a bike or walks, which, you know, fair enough. Like, I rate you, but you know how hard it is to ride a bike in central London. Furthermore,
I don't know how to ride a bike.
I used to love walking, man. I just clocked. I used to walk all the time. Ever since getting this goddamn car, it's ruined me. I can't walk for more than 15 minutes. And I used to love walking. So, let me give you some of the pros of being vegan, yeah? Your diet will be lower in saturated fat. I don't know what saturated fat is, but okay. You'll take in a wide range of nutrients. Alright, cool. Digestion will improve. No animals suffer and greenhouse gases are reduced. Did you know you can get vegan cheese.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, you can get vegan milk, vegan cheese, vegan eggs. No, you can't get vegan eggs.
How?
Huh?
How?
It's just like not real, innit?
But then again, like if you get vegan cheese and shit like that, then it's more likely going to be processed. So you're having processed food at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? Some of the cons of vegan diet. So it isn't automatically healthy because you can still have vegan food, but if it's like fried, then it's not automatically healthy. You miss out on other important nutrients like protein, and I know people are gonna be like, oh well, yeah, we're gonna have nuts and shit like that. But then you've got iron, omega-3, shit like that, and it's not easy to follow. So I feel a bit frustrated with Jay-Z and Beyonce, if I'm being honest with you. Veganism should be dependent on the individual. They should, actively want to become vegan. You shouldn't be promoting it as a brand. And again, like in 2018, with stupid protests where people go into restaurants and play music of animals being killed, like that pisses me off. If someone's trying to enjoy their food, don't go and interrupt it. Because 9 times out of 10, if you're playing animals who are being slaughtered and someone's eating their, I don't know, lamb or chicken or whatever it is, they're gonna continue eating it. Like if you're gonna play audio of animals being killed, I'm still gonna eat it.
I remember, not to be rude, one time I was at Nando's.
Yeah.
With a vegan.
Okay.
And she was just looking at me.
Yeah, but what the fuck is that all about?
And then she was like, "Do you know that this and that?" And I'm like, oh, "Yeah, all right, carry on."
Yeah, I'm just gonna eat my bro. Honestly, it doesn't bother me if you were to show me a chicken being killed.
It's kind of rude, but okay.
I'm sorry, but it is what it is. We're humans, right? We were put in this earth to eat off the land and eat off what God's given us. So if
we're here to devour everything. We're here to eat everything.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, come on. And I hate this vegan attitude of people bare looking down on you for eating meat or anything like that. If I want to eat meat, let me eat meat. Get on with your life, I'll get on with mine. I hate this all like really, separation approach. Get back to yourself. Now, enough of Jay-Z and Beyonce. I'm very disappointed in them. But we'll move on to Mayweather, who defeated. You remember the Kickboxer? I told you about this earlier this week. Fucking hell, man! I didn't think this was gonna go ahead. I'll be honest with you. After what Mayweather said about the event, I thought that's it, it's done. But he actually went ahead with it, and he fucked up the guy. He won in the first round against the Kickboxer Tenshin Nasukawa. My man's 20 years old, and the funniest sight was seeing a 20-year-old in tears. I don't know why, but this is so weird. I was so happy to see him in tears. Because he looked so confident. Like, the advertisement that they promoted, I forgot the company that was promoting it, made him look like as if he was some god, as if he was some, he was the guy. So it was funny to see him get defeated. And listen, if you're gonna get knocked down 3 times in one round, and then your corner throws in the towel, shit, man, you must be really bad. I mean, the people in Japan that he's fighting must be so shit. I think I could probably go over there and do it myself.
Oh, come on.
Bruv, honestly, if you're getting knocked down 3 times, in one round, bro, all you need to do in your one round is just trade jabs with him, and try and read what he's going to do, and try and figure out his fighting style. That's what first rounds are about. First rounds aren't about you going out there trying to knock him out. First rounds are about figuring out who your opponent is, what kind of approach they're going to take in the fight, and then afterwards going with it.
So you're a boxer now, yeah?
No. But if I were to be a boxer, I think I'd be a bloody good one.
Alright.
No? What do you mean? Bro, boxing is 90% mental, 10% physical. Actually, no. I'll retract that statement. I think boxing is personally, I'd say it's like 75% mental, 25% physical. If you're able to understand the psychology behind boxing, you've clocked the game. If you're able to understand how to read your opponent and how to manipulate him into doing certain things, you've clocked the game. And that's a controversial statement to make, but boxing is all about counter-attacking. It's not about who's got the most lethal punch. I mean, look at fucking, what's his name? The guy who fought Tyson Fury, what's his name? Deontay Wilder. Wilder's one of the fiercest punchers in the game, and he got outplayed. Okay, yes, he knocked down Tyson, but he got back up. And if you're the hardest puncher, you should be able to get someone down in the first round. But it just goes to show how complex boxing is, and how much he underestimated Mayweather as well. My man was laughing at Nasakua. He was several hours late to the event as well. And when the bell rang, it only took him 150 seconds to win $9 million. $9 million in 150 seconds.
Wow.
Bro, I mean, I don't know if you're not going to hear a crazier stat. But, some fighters are criticizing the fight, calling it a joke fight, saying that it's hurting boxing. I semi-understand it, but at the end of the day, if someone like Mayweather... I think the only person who is able to do something like that is a great like Mayweather. Only Mayweather can get away with doing these kind of fights. And I get a bit confused when boxers say, oh, this is hurting the sport. The guy who's doing this made the sport. He's 50-0. He's arguably the greatest of his time. And if anyone's able to do these kind of things like fight Conor McGregor, this guy, it's him. He's got every right to do it. And he's clearly shown his love for money. Obviously, we know why he's doing it.
I really hope one day he can actually get into the octagon.
Me?
No.
Who? Him?
Mayweather.
Mayweather's not dumb, though. He's not going to go into the octagon.
Because he'll get killed if he was against
the octagon. He knows that.
By anyone. By anyone.
That's arguable, man.
That's not arguable. By anyone, he'll get killed.
Nah, I don't know, man. With a bit of training. Look, he's got the basics.
He's just going to be Alright, anyway, I don't want to get into the stats, but he will get knocked out by anyone.
I don't think so.
Can you imagine him and Khabib in the octagon?
Yeah, but that's different.
Him and
Khabib might fight in a boxing match. Who do you think would win?
I don't know. I think Floyd will win.
Yeah, because Floyd is a genius.
No, it's not because he's a genius.
He is.
It's because Khabib is not much of a boxer or kickbox or any Muay Thai. He's more wrestler.
Listen, the problem with these UFC fighters, is it's all about not submissions, but it's a very physical sport. So you got to know how to physically harm your opponent into winning. Either by smashing his face in or getting him into a submission. Boxing, on the other hand, is mental. So you got to read your opponent. You got to know where he's gonna go. You got to counterattack. You got to play counterattack. And Mayweather isn't the hardest puncher in the world, but he just knows how to. He's just got the best defensive play in the sport.
No, what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
In MMA.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own style. It'll be karate, Muay Thai, kickbox, boxing, wrestling. Khabib, he's a wrestler there. So, and that's why he was able to beat Conor. But I'm just thinking, imagine Khabib versus Floyd in the octagon. He would be dashing.
Yeah, of course, man.
He'd be dashing off.
Mayweather has no chance anywhere other than the boxing ring. He doesn't even have a chance in street fighting, fam. He get fucked up in street fighting. He's a little man. But he knows what to do with his hands. So I would like to see him in the octagon. I think that's a good shot. But how old is he? Like 49? No, he's not 49. He's in his mid-40s. I think he's still got a few fights in him.
Yeah.
Do you know what? This year I think Mayweather is going to go for a few fights. Because listen, if you can make $9 million in one round, bruv, and this guy's money hungry. How can he be money hungry after being he's the richest in his industry? He's got more money than any other sportsman. After that, wouldn't you just be like, all right, cool, I'm done. I've got all the money in the world. Let me just set up a few businesses here and there, have fun, enjoy my life. I've got a legacy for myself. But this guy wants more. What do you think? Why is he driving himself? What do you think his end goal is?
He there's no end goal. It's just greed, bro. You're gonna die.
Yeah.
You're gonna die. It's just greed. You're gonna die. All of us are gonna die.
I forgot what
What's
his
the
net
greed
worth
for this?
is, but it's
Come on,
something
like,
ridiculous.
You're gonna die. I mean,
Either that or he's just running himself down into debt because of his lifestyle.
yeah.
But then how can you run yourself into debt when you've got hundreds of millions?
Obviously, no, you can't. Whatever you do, and no matter how big your lifestyle is, yeah, it's just you can't.
Do you
be
think
in debt.
do you think these guys ever think about death and ever think about the fact that they're gonna have to leave everything behind them?
Yeah, and that's what scares them the most.
You think so?
Yes.
I don't think these guys think about it, you know. I think they're so stuck in the now and they're so stuck in where they are, what they have, and their lifestyle. They're so engrossed in like the lifestyle that they're living. They don't think about anything else. Deadly serious. I haven't heard any influential sports figure or any wealthy individual who's spoken about leaving this life. No one. I haven't. I can't tell you from the top of my head. Any businessman, any actor, actresses, musicians, artists, none of them. They're always talking about what they're scheming to do next. I guess that's what separates us and them, really. Like, I'm kind of glad I have this subconscious, or I have this, I'm aware of what life is, just life in general, like beginning, middle, end, purpose of life. I mean, no one can really answer the purpose of life, but we all know that we're gonna leave here one day, and that certain morals need to be put in place so that we know when we've gone, we've lived a life that was beneficial to ourselves and other people. Do you know what I mean? So, moving on from Mayweather, a piece of history was made in 2000. Was it 2018? I don't know whether it was 2018. I think it was 2018, late 2018. Federer and Williams, Serena Williams, and what's my man's first name? What's Federer's first name?
William.
No, it's not William. What's wrong with you?
Willis.
How can I forget? Roger, that's it, Roger, yeah. Roger Federer and Serena Williams played each other for the first time in their history. So this was the first time in tennis that we saw the best male tennis player and the best female tennis player played. Guess who won?
Who?
Guess.
I'm not good with tennis.
But just guess the name. Roger Federer or Serena Williams?
Williams.
No, she actually lost.
Oh.
Yeah, he basically thrashed her 4-2, 4-3, and I know you don't understand what that is, but
Yes,
he basically just battered her, innit? Not really battered her, but he beat her. It was a mixed team match, so they both had another... No, turn that shit off, man. Shit, so unprofessional. So,
Sorry.
They both played each other in a mixed team match, and they both had one player each on each side, and he basically won. They've both got a combined 43 titles, and they've both earned a combination of $104 million last year alone. So they're living life at the minute. And I think this is great. This is great for the sport, and this is great for any sport. When you get the best man and the woman together, the sport is always going to be a winner. And it's good because, you know, sponsors, broadcasters, fans, everyone loves to see the best playing the best. And why not get the best man playing the best woman? And I know the man always has an advantage because physically and, you know, biologically, but it creates a really nice hype. So why not create more competitions where men get to play women? Do you think that's a good idea?
No.
Why?
Because I'm sexist.
So you think men are always going to be better than women?
No, I'm the opposite.
Women are always going to be better than men?
Yes.
Right. Okay. I'm not going to let you elaborate on that because I don't think you know what you're talking about.
I'm a feminist.
Oh, fuck off, man. So done with you, fam. Honestly, just so done with you.
I don't know. I've got a weird feeling tonight. I don't know what I'm feeling.
You don't know what you're feeling any night.
Oh.
You're always in the unknown.
I'm always in the unknown. I'm always in the abyss.
Well, that's not good for me because I end up talking to myself. So can you get back to planet Earth, please? So then we can, actually have a meaningful conversation.
Was that a threat?
No, that was just drawing you out, I guess.
Okay.
But it's fine. We don't have listeners, so it's all right. Actually, we do.
Like,
There's obviously someone listening. Thank you very much for
So
listening.
what's the views saying?
Appreciate you, huh?
What's the views?
I don't know, man. I haven't been checking views. I don't really like to demotivate myself too much. I'm trying to start this year off on a positive, in case you haven't noticed,
True.
So hopefully by the end of the year, it will rise by 1 or 2. Joke, it'll be more than enough. We'll move on to this. Oh, man, I hate talking about this shit, but Drake and Kanye are at it again. That's right. We've moved on into a new year, new start, a new beginning, but these two can't seem to get off each other's necks. Drake and Kanye are beefing again, but this time it's over Kim Kardashian. I mean, I don't know what to say about Kanye West anymore. I literally feel like this guy has bipolar disorder. One minute he's like happy, joyful, excited about something, and then the next minute he's gunning down next man. So Drake's unfollowed Kim Kardashian after Kanye West sent some indirected tweets. Well, it's not really indirected. We know who he was talking about. Tweets to Drake. So he goes, this is Kanye West. He goes, "This man followed my wife on Instagram. I feel a public apology in order." He followed my wife on Instagram. He mentioned Pusha's fiance in a song. And then he goes, "He dodged me for months when I extended olive branches to talk and then called to threaten me. This man tried to use my family's song to get at me. He been trying to pick a fight since the pool line. I don't have beef with no one, love everyone, but don't follow my fucking wife on Instagram." I mean, what? Bruv, Kanye, like, come on. I'm so sick and tired of talking about him, but it's like, he always tops. Whatever he's done before, he always seems to top it. This is another level of outrageousness. This is.
Can I ask a question?
Go on.
Let's say you're having beef with someone,
Yeah.
But deep, deep stuff, like you're getting threats, big threats, yeah. And then you're like, oh man, let me just like have a day off in it, and then you go on your Instagram, and then you realize this dickhead follows your wife.
Yeah.
How would you feel?
I don't care.
Get back to yourself.
No, bruv, I actually don't care, fam. Why should it matter?
Get back to yourself.
Bruv, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter is a social media page. If your wife has social media and people are following her, then if anything, you should be blaming her, not the guy that's following her.
What?
Yeah, she set up her social media page. So therefore, she's agreed to the terms and conditions that allow people to follow her.
Alright. I'm hoping it happens to you in the future.
I don't care. I honestly don't care, fam.
Let's see if you don't care.
No, honestly, I actually, bruv, it's not a big deal. If next man's following your girl, so what?
It's not next man's Drake.
It doesn't matter. If you're so insecure about your relationship, fam, that's the point I was gonna come to.
About about the relationship. It's just something else, isn't it?
No. It's definitely him feeling insecure. He's so threatened. Do you know what I realized about this beef? Yeah, Kanye is so threatened by Drake. He is shitting himself. Anytime Drake does any little thing, he releases one song, he features on someone. I mean, he's having a go at Travis Scott. He's having a go at Travis Scott for making a song with Drake. Because he's featured on his album, this is like a whole big situation now. He had to have a private meeting with Travis Scott to talk about this. The man is so insecure. He needs to chill. Just because he's following your wife, it doesn't mean anything. You're all a part of the same industry. You all attend the same parties. You all go back and talk to each other in private. You know, and I guarantee you this. I mean, if Travis Scott, because in his New Year's, at Drake's New Year's Eve party, Travis Scott, Kylie Jenner, I think Kendall was there as well. So, like, you know, don't piss me off, man. Kanye West is getting way too sensitive about this shit. He needs to relax. And he needs to try and bring some positive vibes into 2019. Furthermore, he needs to release this fucking album that he was going to release last year, because this is taking forever. And I want to know whether this album is going to... I mean, I really hope that Kanye bangs. He releases this album and it bangs. He deserves it after the horrendous couple albums that he's released in the past. But Kanye, put this shit under the carpet with Drake. Get on with your business. Let him get on with his business. I understand that you're feeling a bit under pressure because a new kid has taken over and you feel like you need to do something in order to feel as important. But come on, man. This whole wife situation, get over yourself. For real, for real. Now, move on to a bit of tech. Apple, obviously, they've been releasing an iPhone every year for the last 10 years. Their sales are falling significantly lower than expected. So they've obviously branched out in different markets. And it's not doing well in India and some other places around the world because their prices are the same. So they're keeping their prices the same as it is here. So the same price that you would buy it in the UK is the same price in India, which doesn't make sense because you're not taking into account the socio-economic environment. And obviously, if more people are, if the wage level, what's the word? I can't think of the correct word. If standard of living is higher in certain places than other countries, then surely your prices should match the standard of living in that geographical location. But obviously, Apple being Apple, they want to monopolize the world, and yeah, they're suffering for not, doing what they should be doing. Do you see yourself buying an Apple iPhone in the next 10 years?
If it carries on like this, then yeah, 100%.
Why? What do you like about Apple?
It's just I like because I used Android before.
Yeah.
And Apple is just so easy compared to Android.
Simple interface, effective.
The only thing that pisses me off is just that, you can't really download anything.
Yeah.
Through the internet.
Yeah.
But that's what makes the iPhone safe.
Yeah. Look, I've got personal beef with Apple because personally, I think their devices, so like the MacBook, the iPhone, standard, there's nothing special about them. Releasing the iPhone XS and then its USP being that you can use dual SIM is ridiculous because you've been able to use dual SIMs on other phones. So that's just the biggest pile of bullshit ever. Personally, I feel like Apple have run out of ideas. They don't know what to do. And in 10 years' time, I don't see in fact, you know what? In my next upgrade, which is next year, I don't even see myself getting the iPhone 11 or whatever the hell it's going to be.
I'm pretty sure you're going to get the iPhone.
I don't want to, though. But I feel like you're right. I will be backed into a corner and I'll have to because I'm so used to the interface. But that's such a good... I feel like that's such a good sort of... It's good for people who are for people who are opening their own businesses and have their own ideas. Apple have a very good a hidden strapline in that keep your ideas simple but effective, and it will go a long way. The iPhone is very much the centerpiece of that sort of slogan. Very simple to use but very effective. The cameras are still fucking shit. They're dreadful. Why don't cameras work well in evening light? It's been the same shit for the last 10 years. You haven't been able to improve the camera in the evening. If they're able to sort that out, fam, I'll be happy. I'll be okay.
Me too.
So, going back to... I didn't actually finish with Kanye and Kim. They're having their fourth baby with another surrogate mother. So, the surrogate mother has already given birth previously, only 11 months ago, to baby Chicago. Do you want to listen to the names that they've got?
Yes.
So this is their children's name. You've got North, 5, Saint, Free, and Chicago. That's the name of their children,
Wow.
North, 5, Saint, Free, and Chicago. What do you think their fourth child's going to be called? Oh, no. I'm a fucking idiot. I wrote their ages and I said that's their name. So they've got North, Saint, and Chicago. That's their three children's name. What do you think their fourth one is going to be called?
Jesus.
I wouldn't be surprised, you know.
Right.
Big man things, I
Jesus.
wouldn't be surprised. I was actually gonna say no, don't be stupid, but then I thought this is Kanye West's child. I would not be surprised. And if they call him that, we know where it came from, or who called it first, us. So Kim K, she stopped giving birth after her second child. The doctors said she's suffering from something called thalassemia. I don't know if I've pronounced that right. So toxins in the blood from infections. And doctors basically said, look, you know, we don't recommend that you have another third child. She said that the last 2 labors that she went into was very traumatic, quote unquote. I don't know if it's life threatening or not, but she's decided to, you know, let someone else have her baby. The identity of the surrogate mum has been kept private. But imagine 11 months later, she's having another baby, and it's the same surrogate mum as well. How much do you think they're paying her? For you to have a baby 11 months after you've given birth. To a baby that's not yours, by the way. A surrogate mum is someone who holds your baby for you.
I know.
And then, bang, it's gone. The moment you give birth, it's taken away from you. You can't have that. You know when they give birth, the doctors have to take away from you straight away. You can't even hold it. Because they're scared if you hold it, you'll get attached to it. How much do you think they'll pay her?
I don't know.
Rough.
I mean,
how much would you take to be a surrogate mum? What?
Bro, that's just a weird question. I mean, Rico would be able to answer that question, but I'm not me, man.
Can you not imagine yourself being a surrogate mum?
I can't imagine myself being a girl.
Let me answer the question. So, I think if I was a surrogate mum, I would probably take $5 million. Actually, do you know what? I think $1 million is enough for me.
You thought about this, didn't you? Come on, man.
No, I'm thinking about it now.
You actually thought about this.
I'm thinking about it now. If someone approached me and said, I want you to be a surrogate mum for my child. I mean, there's a lot of things you need to bear in mind. There's pregnancy and there's getting attached to the baby whilst you're pregnant. Fam, being pregnant is a massively emotional sort of period in your life. I mean, I give massive respect to surrogate mums, because respect and criticism as well, because why are you carrying someone else's child in your belly? You should be carrying your own child, first of all. Second of all, you're carrying a child and you're putting yourself at risk because you could possibly find yourself becoming attached to your baby and then not wanting to give it up. But legally speaking, you have to give it up. So you could fuck up your life forever and you're taking that risk. But, nah, I take it back, man. I think I'd have to be paid at least $5 million. Pounds. £5 million, and I'll carry someone's baby for them.
Funny.
And I'll give birth and I'll get rid of the baby. But
Would you not cry when they take the baby away from you?
It's so risky. It's so fucking risky. You have to be a stone cold hearted bitch to be, that's really bad, because if someone's listening and they've been a surrogate mom. No, but you do. You have to be a stone cold hearted bitch to have a baby and to give it away. Because that shows you have no affection, you have no motherly instincts. And as a surrogate mum, as a mum alone, like borderline mum.
It's not your baby though.
Huh?
It's not yours.
It is yours. It's been inside of you. It's been growing inside of you.
Is it carrying the same blood?
Of course it is. It's growing inside of you.
That's disgusting. Oh, sorry. No offense.
I mean, I don't know what kind of cells they use, but obviously Kanye's sperm and then something of Kim's.
Okay,
Why did they not go for IVF or something like that?
I don't. You know what? The funny thing is, I don't even know what the hell these things are. So let's just switch to the next topic.
Okay, fine. Let's see if you have anything to say about the YouTube scammers. You have anything to say about that? Jake Paul and Rice Gum?
Who's Rice Gum?
There you go. Rice Gum is a YouTuber, and he's associated with Jake Paul and Logan Paul and all of that kind of people. So this has been a big bit of news in the YouTube community, because they've basically, I mean, as you know, YouTubers, their main form of income is through AdSense, and if they can't get and if they're not making a not I'm gonna completely change that sentence because that was so dumb. There's two main form of incomes for YouTubers. You've got AdSense, and then you've got promotions. You've got not promotions, you've got, what's the word when someone sponsorships. Fucking hell. So sponsorships and AdSense. Now, a lot of YouTubers take money to promote a particular product or service, and I'm sorry, but the whole aspect, the whole idea of promoting a service or product, I don't think it works, because anytime that I watch a YouTuber and they're promoting something, I skip. I always skip to the bit that they're actually going to start their content. I don't care about what they're talking about. When was the last time someone actually said, oh, you know what, I might actually try whatever I mean, obviously, maybe die-hard fans, but even still, it's a waste of time. I don't think it works, but recently they've come under a lot of scrutiny for doing what they've been doing. So, Jake Paul, Ricegum, and other YouTubers have been promoting a loot box style gambling kind of thing, a company called Mystery Brand. So basically what happens is there's a website that has all of these goodies. Okay? So it allows players to spend between $12.99 to $100, and they have to open boxes, and certain boxes have certain prizes inside of them. So the prizes, they range from USB cords and fidget spinners to designer clothes, cars, and even houses. So on this website, it gives you a chance to win a $1 million house, Lamborghini, to fidget spinners and trainers, shit like that. So this company has approached Jake Paul, Ricegum, and others, and offered estimated value of about $100,000. They've offered them $100,000 to promote them. So what they've done is basically they've made videos. Jake Paul and Ricegum, they made a video of them playing this online game, or using this using this website and actually buying these boxes. So in the video, they win everything from $4 fidget spinners to AirPods to trainers. They even win an iPhone XS. Okay? Now, what's the problem with this? You know, they're YouTubers. They're making their money. They're doing what they need to do to grow financially, as well as growing their content. What is the issue with them doing this? Well, for starters, they're mis-selling, because some of the facts that they're saying on the videos aren't actually true. What's his name? Ricegum titles video, How I Get AirPods for $4. And they've come under a lot of scrutiny from people like PewDiePie, who said, you know, it's generally a bad idea, because when you're selling a product, you need to sell everything. You need to give it a proper review. And that's something that I hate about, you know, influencers in general, is that when they represent a brand, when they're promoting something, they will only promote its good side, but they won't give a proper evaluation. So they won't look at a product and say, yeah, I like this, but I don't like this. And that's what you're supposed to do. That's the whole point of a fucking advertisement. What's his name? Not Jake Paul. Casey Neistat does it the best. So whenever any tech company gives him, you know, shit to promote, he always looks at it, he always uses the device, and then he always gives positive and negative reviews. Now, a lot of, you know, bad publicity has come to this company called, what are they called again? Mystery Brand. So because Jake Paul and people like Ricegum have been using this website, saying that they've been winning amazing stuff like $100 shoes, $1,000 shoes, iPhones. A lot of their young fans, because obviously their audience is very, very young, a lot of their young audience members have gone online and tried to do the same. So, in other words, this is a gambling website. Because you're gambling, you're putting money and you're gambling to see what kind of prizes that you get. But these guys, these young kids, when they watch people like Jake Paul and Rice Gum, they're going to be very, very influenced, and they're going to want to do what they're, what do you call them? The person that they're looking up to, whatever they're doing, they're going to want to duplicate and do the same. So a lot of youngsters have been falling into this trap, and this is a very, very easy way of getting into gambling in general. So putting money into, other things like sports, I don't know, casino, all that kind of shit. Very irresponsible of Jake Paul and Rice Gum to do this. When they full well know, I mean, you would think when you get to a position where you're making so much money, you would be a little bit more mature, and you would understand the way the world works. Certain things to show your audience and certain things to stay away from. But the fact that they've gone ahead with this company, they've taken $100,000 and they've agreed to promote their website. And what makes it worse is they didn't even, put a side note on their video to let young fans know, like, yo, look, it's good that, it's all fun and games, but there's a chance of you losing a lot of money as well. It's an easy way to get into gambling, but they didn't put any of that in. So that was a bit frustrating to watch. A lot of people have said that they've received fake shit, so not the actual genuine product. Mystery Brand said that they also had unbranded items, so basically saying they've got fake stuff, but none of this stuff was spoken about in Jake Paul's or Rice Gum's video. Buyers have also received fake tracking devices, and some haven't even received their packages. So although Jake Paul and Rice Gum are saying in their videos, showing in their videos that they've received their items, some people don't actually receive the items. So anyway, I think this is highly irresponsible of them. And I think, personally, as YouTubers, as people who have influence, aka the title influencers, you should be more responsible than to be, doing shit like that and ruining the next generation. Cunts. So hopefully they get what's coming to them. Someone else who's taken an L this year, or last year, the end of last year, Soulja Boy ended the year with an L. Remember Soulja Boy's video game console?
I don't even remember that.
Bruv.
How embarrassing.
It's crazy because it's been removed from his website.
Oh, God.
So, I'm assuming that Nintendo have pursued legal pathways. They've threatened him. But let me read out some tweets that Soulja Boy said. So Soulja Boy goes, "Y'all don't scare me. I'm Soulja Boy. Why y'all not bitching about the other companies selling consoles? Y'all don't want to see a black man get money, trying to snitch on me. But I'm not doing nothing wrong. Ha ha ha. Eat a dick." What?
Oh,
Eat
God.
a dick. Eat a dick worth 5 million in sales. Oh my God. So he's claiming he's got 5 million in sales. It's so funny, y'all don't know how business works, laughing my ass off. Nothing is going to happen. If Nintendo was going to do something, they would have the first day. My console not going anywhere. Everything is 100% legit. Stay mad, and I'll keep getting richer. Oh my God. So all of these tweets has basically made him look like a fucking idiot, because now he's removed it from his website. It's not for sale anymore. And it's actually strange to see Soulja Boy. But this just goes back to this whole conversation I was having about Soulja Boy, about influential people, celebrities, just being borderline fucktards. Like, why are celebs so thick? Why are they so dumb? We've got Floyd Mayweather, who's the richest, wealthiest sports figure in the world, still trying to make more money. You've got Jake Paul, Rice Gum, mis-selling to their younger audience and indirectly influencing them to gamble. And then you've got this fucking idiot selling a games console, which is effectively a piece of plastic that has Nintendo games installed inside of it with bad quality. Like, at what point do you think you can get away with that? At what point do you think and this is what pisses me off even more. As celebrities, yeah, you make it in an industry because people invest in you. People buy into you, and by effect, they make you into a celebrity. They give you the money, they give you the influence, they give you the power because they've invested in you. So why, as a celebrity, then are you going to go back to your fans and slap them in the face? Because you know that your fans are going to buy this stuff because they support you. So rather than selling them something shit, why don't you take time, make something good that you're going to give back to the people? Be like, look, you lot have invested in me. I want to invest back into you. I've made this amazing games console. I hope you're going to love it. But nah, this guy just... Do you know what? Yeah, Soulja Boy's a fucking piece of shit.
I just said that to you before, bro.
Huh?
Come on, man.
He's a fucking scumbag. I just clocked now what kind of...
Just because people don't like what he presented, now they're dickheads.
Huh?
So hold on.
Go on.
So did he get like why did he remove his stuff from the website?
Well, I'm guessing Nintendo have threatened him legally because he's got their games on his console and it's illegal for him to do that.
Obviously, you got...
But that's what I'm saying. At what point do you think you can get away with it? And at what point do you think it's acceptable for you to sell shit to your fans who have dedicated their lives to you, years of listening to your music, buying your shit? Why do you think it's okay to then make something so dead and then selling it for, 10 times the price than that is? He's spent probably like $30 making it and then selling it to his fans for $150, $200 just for his own gain. And this is what pisses me off about people like Soulja Boy, who think they're the shit, man. I swear to God, these people piss me off so much. I've actually had enough
calm down, man.
of celebrities like Soulja Boy, just
Calm down,
like
bro.
thinking about the way he is. I mean, these tweets alone are ridiculous. My man goes, if Nintendo was going to do something, they would have the first day. My console's not going anywhere. Everything I'm doing is 100% legit. Stay mad, and I'll keep doing. And I'll keep getting richer. And that just summarizes him as an individual. He just wants to make money. He doesn't care about moral beliefs. He doesn't care about norms and values. This guy's a piece of shit, man. Fucking hated. I've hated Soulja Boy from day one, and I will continue hating Soulja Boy. Now, moving on to the final thing. January's arrived, so obviously, as you know, football fans will know that the transfer season opens for a month. And a lot of clubs are looking to splash the cash. United are ready to splash because they have to. They've got a new manager. They're doing very, very well. They're undefeated in 4 games. They've won their first 4 games. But they need to do something to, first of all, bolster their attack, because the only people they got up front is, oh my God, Rashford and, what's Timberland's name? Timberland boots. Oh my God, This is so bad. Lukaku and Rashford up front, so they're going to need a new striker. City might spend because they're 4 points. I think they're 4 points behind Liverpool, and they want to win the league. Liverpool might spend to boost their chances of winning. Spurs didn't spend a penny in the transfer window in summer, and they're third at the minute. And if they could potentially, if they spent money, they could challenge for the title, but I don't see that happening at all. Neymar wants to move back to Barcelona. Chelsea have already bought Pulisic for 59 mil, 20 years old, but I don't think he's going to join them until January next year. No, sorry, until the end of the season. I'm not sure. Douglas Costa looks like he's moving away. Arsenal and Spurs are battling it out to get this guy called Max Aarons, 18 years old, from Norwich. Arsenal also want to get, they're close to getting Suarez. Is it Daniel Suarez or something like that? From Barcelona, again, like borderline average player. Although he plays for Barcelona, he's still pretty dead, to be fair. Koulibaly could be going to Man United for about 90 mil. Fucking hell, that would be a hell of a signing. And recently I read, that Liverpool are close to signing, what's his name? German. Oh, I forgot, man. My head is aching.
What team?
Oh, you wouldn't know him. He plays for the German league, and he played for the same team Naby Keita did. Timo Werner. Guys, if anyone knows me, they would know how many years I've been screaming about this guy, Timo Werner. I've been chatting about this guy for the last 3 years, and finally a big club has opened their eyes out. I've been trying my hardest to get Arsenal's attention towards this guy. He's going to be one of the best strikers in the world. He's going to be one of the best strikers in the world in the next few seasons. Get him. He's 22 years old, and I think Liverpool are going to sign him, which is a shame. But it's good to see him going places. Eden Hazard, could he be on his way to Real Madrid in a swap deal with Isco and Kovacic? Who knows? So far, we're on the 7th of Jan. We've got another 23 days until the transfer deadline day looms. Why am I trying to sound so sporty? Sport presenter-like. 23 days until the transfer window closes. Let me just have a look at BBC Sport to see if there's any other news that may have just arrived, and I can't see anything. Pochettino, I think, is going to leave for United. Oh yeah, Diaz. Oh my God, this was a shock for me. Man City had this young guy, called Brahim Diaz, 19 years old. They haven't played him at all, and now he's gone to Real Madrid. Real Madrid need to spend, Do you know they lost yesterday, I think 2-0? They're 5th in the league. They're 10 points behind the leaders.
Yeah, but that always happens though in every league.
No, it's always a battle between Madrid and Barcelona. This year they've been really bad. I think they've lost 6 games. Awful. Anyway, oh my God. Wolves beat Liverpool today. Wow. So Liverpool have been knocked out of the FA Cup. Yo, that's hella crazy. And on that bombshell, ladies and gentlemen, we'll end today's episode.
Yes. I think we need to end.
Thank you for joining us on episode 21 of the Tomato Podcast. Really appreciate your effort, your time, and your... Not effort, why did I say effort? Your time that you've invested in us. If you have an extra few minutes, you can maybe go to our Twitter page and our Instagram page at Podcast Tomato. Give us a follow.
It's only a couple minutes, not even a few.
No, it is a minute, man. Just click on it at Podcast Tomato. Follow Instagram, Podcast Tomato, follow. We're also in SoundCloud as well. If you want to listen to us, if you want to be the first one to know when our podcasts are out, give us a follow on SoundCloud. What else have we got? We got a Facebook page as well, Tomato Podcast. And we're also on Spotify, iTunes, and all the other lot. So, yeah, man. We're trying. Do you know what I mean? We're trying. We're trying to do something this year. I don't know if it will work out. Joke. I know it's going to work out. Anyway, we'll leave you guys in peace. Enjoy the rest of your day, whatever you're doing. And we'll be back next week. On schedule this time. On schedule. I promise. We're going to be featuring another podcast show. But anyway, after all of that's confirmed, I'll let you guys know. Safe in a bit.
Bye.